Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Uh, First, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Winnie Aulia. My student number is 06011281823073. I am from Sriwijaya University. Today, I want to talk about a topic. I want to explain it. It is food intelligence and health. So, um, what is food? Food is any substance that normally eaten or drunk by living things. The term food also includes liquid drinks. Food is the main source of energy and of nutrition for animals, and uh, it is usually made by animal or plant origin. Uh, there are four there are four basic food energy sources. The first one is fat, then protein, carbohydrates, and alcohol. Uh, and there is three type of food. The first one is fat. Fat is a generic term for a class of lipids. Fats are produced by organic processes in animals and plants. Fats that are liquid at room temperature are often referred as an oil. And then protein. A protein is a complex, high molecular weight organic compound that consists of amino acids that join by peptide bonds. Protein is essential to the structure and function of all living cells and viruses. And the third is carbohydrates. Uh, Carbohydrates are chemical compounds which act as the primary biological means of storing or consuming energy. Uh, and then, what is intelligence? Uh, from Collins English Dictionary, uh, the meaning of intelligence is the ability to think, reason, and understand instead of doing things automatically or by instinct. And then, what is health? So, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. The meaning of health can be individually viewed from various perspectives. Uh, Understanding how different individuals um, consider health on a personal level could provide professionals with useful indication on what can influence behavior with respect to health and wellness within the general population. So as we can see here, food uh, is related to our intelligence and our health. As we know, if we consume good food, for example, like salmon, uh, people will talk that it is good for our brain. The vitamin inside can help our brain works well. It also can affect to our health. For example, if we are not consume vegetables and fruit, our metabolism will not as good as people who eat vegetables and fruit. Uh, and then, for example, like when we never eat carrot that have a lot of vitamin, it will affect to our eyes. Our visual function will decrease step by step. So the other is how food can affect intelligence and health. The first one is carbohydrates. How do carbohydrates affect the brain? Uh, it is through glucose forms the building blocks of carbohydrates and play a role in the pro- production of serotonin in the brain. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter that is widely accepted to be responsible for balancing mood and anxiety. The greatest source of energy for our brain comes from carbohydrates such as whole grains, vegetables, fruit, rice, potatoes, and uh, lactose. Lactose is the sugar that found in milk. These are considered healthy sources of carbohydrates that are broken down by the body into glucose and then used by our brain to function. Without an adequate supply of glucose, the brain cannot function correctly. The second is probiotics. How do probiotics affect the brain? There has recently been a lot of interest in the role of probiotics uh, and the brain function. It is believed that probiotics change the processing of information in our brain that is strongly linked to anxiety and depression. A small study involving uh, healthy participants found that compared with those who taking a placebo, people who took a probiotic food supplement experienced fewer negative thoughts associated with sad moods. Uh, And the other study also showed that healthy women who ate uh, probiotic food for 4 weeks had a reduced emotional response when shown photos of people who were fearful, angry, or sad. Then, how do fats affect the brain? Specific fats are very important to the brain as they are a key component in the structure of cell membranes and they play a role in the structure and function of neurons. We know that 60% of the brain is made up of omega 3 fats with uh, DHA. That is a type of omega 3 fat found in fish. It is responsible for eye and mental development. Omega 3 fats found in olive oil uh, and then oily fish such as salmon, herring, and, and the other fish are essential for brain development in the womb and early childhood. And then, how do vitamins and minerals affect the brains? Uh, B vitamin, and then vitamin C, D, and E, and magnesium are all essential in brain health and development. Research showed that a diet rich in vitamins and minerals from fruit and vegetables is associated with a lower risk of developing cognitive problems during aging. Uh, Vitamin E, in particular, are important for cells that transmit message from the nerves. Uh, and vitamin C play an important role in how the nerve work and form. Magnesium, which is found in avocados, spinach, brown rice, and nuts, improve neural plasticity, meaning the nerves are able to adapt and avoid damage. As a result, it may improve memory, help to fight stress and depression, and it's crucial for the production of energy and neurotransmitters. And the last is how does caffeine affect the brain? Caffeine is widely accepted to be one of the most commonly used psychoactive substances worldwide that is found in a wide variety of foods and drinks. In small doses, it is an ergogenic aid or performance-enhancing substance. It is act on the central nervous system to delay tiredness and increase alertness. The caffeine found in tea may be beneficial for cognition in older adults, but may be problematic for those who are having trouble sleeping. Uh, Human epidemiologic studies have reported better cognitive function among tea and coffee drinkers for years. A recent meta-analysis also evaluating the existing evidence of caffeine and health outcomes conclude that caffeine was consistently associated with a lower risk of some disease, depression, and cognitive disorders for Alzheimer's disease. Okay, that's all my explanation. Is there any question, guys? Is there anyone want to ask?
Winnie, I want to ask you, Winnie.
Okay, Fedra.
Okay, so beside from food, is there another ways to increase our intelligence and health?
Okay, thank you for your question. Yes, I think the other ways to increase our intelligence and health is through some physical activities such as sport. For example, you can do jogging or playing football, and sure, it will help you to make your bones stronger and make your body and your metabolism better. Studies also shows that exercise has a positive influence on depression. Uh, Physical self-worth and physical self-perception, including body image, has been linked to improved self-esteem. It also will affect our intelligence because when our body is fit and feels good, us as a student can learn anything easily because our brain will feel fresh to receive the material and the information that we learn. Did I answer your question, Habibah?
Yes, Winnie, thank you.
Okay, next question.
Winnie, I want to ask questions.
Okay, Nadia.
My questions is there any negative effect from caffeine for our body and brain? Thank you.
Okay, so negative effect from caffeine for our body. Um, yes, of course, there is a negative effect. For example, on the brain, if you consume too much caffeine, it can give you headache. This is primarily linked to caffeine withdrawal. The blood vessels in your brain become used to caffeine's effect. So, if you suddenly stop consuming caffeine, it can cause a headache. Uh, Caffeine increase the amount of acid in your stomach also, and it may cause heartburn or upset stomach. Uh, Caffeine in large amounts may interfere with absorption and metabolism of calcium. This can contribute to bone thinning or can be called as osteoporosis. Uh, if you consume too much, caffeine may cause also to your muscles to twitch. Yeah, that's all. Did I answer your question, Nadia?
Yes, I did. Thank you, Winnie.
Okay, next question.
Winnie, I want to ask you.
Okay, Fanny, can ask.
Okay, my question is there any food that we must avoid to eat to keep our brain and our body health? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for your question. The food that we must avoid to keep our brain and body health. Uh, I think if we talk about this, uh, all food is can be eaten by us. Nothing avoided as long it is still in good condition and fresh. But maybe we can avoid to consume junk food or sugar too much. It is not only for junk food, but every food that we eat too much is not good for our health. But if we talk about food that kind of dangerous for our health, and it is better to be avoided, it may be like sugary drinks such as cola and then instant juice and many more. Then we can avoid to eat junk food such as pizza, spaghetti, French fries, potato chips, uh, and many more. Yeah, did I answer your question, Fanny?
Yes, Winnie.
Uh,
Thank you.
okay. So thank you for your. That's all. My presentation that I can explain. And thank you for your question. Wassalamualaikum. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.